Plaintiff Kenesha Thurman says the defendant is her younger sister, but they never got along because she was always jealous of Kenesha. She's suing her sister because Kenesha rented a car for her and the defendant damaged the vehicle and failed to pay. Defendant Elsie Thurman says the reason she didn't get along with Kenesha is because Kenesha has anger issues, and she was jealous of Elsie's relationship with her twin sister. Elsie insists money was taken from her account to cover the damages, and therefore she denies owing.
Start with you.
Okay, so Elsie is my younger sister. We've never been close. We never really got along. I always felt like the black sheep of the family.
Why did you feel that way?
Because my sister's always ganged up on me.
And did what?
Mess with me, say little slick stuff.
Why?
I'm assuming jealousy.
Of what?
I guess because I was the oldest and I was the favorite.
Okay. Yeah. All right, yeah. You will get beat up if you're the favorite in the family. So get used to that. Or are y'all over that? They still jump on you because you're the favorite?
No.
Your parents still alive?
Yes.
All right, well, you need to have them tell the other ones that you're not the favorite. Otherwise, they'll keep jumping on you, right? All right, go ahead. My brother used to jump on me because I was the baby. The next brother was 6 years older, 8 years older, and 10 years older. So they used to jump on me, particularly because I used to tell on everything they did. You didn't do that, did you? That'd get you jumped on quick. Okay, all right. So you and your sister never got along because of that. Mm-hmm.
So I must admit, I do have anger issues. I did get treatment, which really didn't help.
Yeah, it didn't help me either. Go ahead. Anybody watch this know that. Maybe we need medicine. You think that'll help us?
But no.
Let's go together and we gonna see. You worried about a stigma. I'm not. People are, if they already know you're crazy or have a mental illness, then there ain't no sense in hiding it.
Right.
You can listen to me until I got a mental illness.
Yeah.
And from what you said, you do too. If you can't control it after anger management. You gonna go down there with me?
Yeah, I'll go down there with you.
All right, good enough. Go ahead, you give me some background, ma'am.
First of all, my sister is a liar. She went from saying she was a black sheep to being a favorite. She's a manipulator.
That's not true.
She was honest about us not having a good relationship growing up. She was violent. Me and my twin was never jealous of her. I feel like she was always jealous of me and her relationship.
Well, she in here sleeping. Either you partied all night or you high. Which one is it? Over there nodding. You don't look like a dope fiend, so you partied all night.
Oh my God.
Don't party all night and then come here and sleep in my court. Go ahead.
Like I was saying, she's a manipulator. You can't believe nothing she says. She's a big liar. She lies about everything.
About what? Give me some examples.
She'll allow me and my twin to get us in trouble growing up. She says she was
Same thing I used to do to get jumped on.
Like
now
I
you
said,
see why you get jumped on.
Like I said, I feel like she was jealous of our relationship and that we was closer. We never treated her as a black sheep.
You all were jealous of her because she was closer to the parents or was the favorite of the parents.
I'm the favorite, so.
All right, well, good. I'm glad there's more than one in the family. So why y'all don't jump on her?
Is that them two are like
She said she's the favorite. You heard her, right?
It doesn't matter if she was the favorite. We had a good relationship.
You've been jumping on her.
Defendant Elsie Thurman is being sued by her sister, who claims Elsie and her twin always gang up on her.
Go ahead, ma'am. Tell me about this breach of contract and the car damages.
Okay, so in May of this year, she came to me and asked if I can get a rental in my name because it would be cheaper. And I agreed as long as she paid for the rental and whatever damages occurred to the rental, which I have evidence of that.
Okay. What happened? Tell me.
She wrecked the door.
How? Tell me you.
I guess she was in an accident, and she told me, she kept telling me she was going to pay it.
Okay. And
she never did.
All right.
I received a letter from the rental company that stated she owes such and such. I do have evidence to that as well. For $1,043.
1,444?
Yes.
That's the amount of the car damages? The breach of contract as well?
Yes. She said she was going to pay me for the deposit, which if nothing happened to the car. Something happened to the car, they took that.
Okay. All right.
And she owed me one more $100 for that last week, because it was $100 per week that she was supposed to pay me as long as it.
Pay you?
Yes, she was supposed to pay me $100 every week that she have the car.
To profit off of her misery. No wonder they jumping on you.
No.
Your sister don't have a car, you already, that's a nice thing to do, a nice gesture, but you're doing it and charging her.
No,
All
well,
right.
because she was going through Uber, and I cut her. I said, I'd do it cheaper for her, so that way it put money in my pocket as
That's
well.
my point. You profited from her misery. I wish I had thought of that when my brothers were using my car all the time. Go ahead, ma'am.
I went to Kanisha for her to get a rental in her name, being that she was older and I was younger, and it would be cheaper for her to get. I agreed to pay her $200 to get it from me, because Kanisha can't do nothing for you without paying her. We get to the rental place, and it turned out to be more than what I expected. They wanted $40 a day, and I couldn't afford that. So I told Kanisha, I was like, well, I don't want to get it. I can't afford the insurance. Being that I was going to pay her $200, she was like, go ahead, you can get the car without insurance, just as long as you pay me my $200.
She said you can rent a car
Without
with no insurance. You told her that?
No, I told her.
doesn't sound
she
reasonable.
need to get she need to have insurance on the vehicle.
Right, that's reasonable.
And I actually have that
all
in
right,
the
that's
message.
enough.
Okay.
She insisted that I didn't have to get the
I heard
rental
you. Go ahead, move
because she wanted the money that I was going to give her for her
on.
pocket.
Okay, go ahead. What else?
I ended up hitting the mailbox, which scratched the side of the door. So when we turned the rent, we went to go extend the rental. They kept it because they saw the damages, and she ended up getting billed $1,000-something, and they took $100 out of her account and $400 out of my account. She didn't tell you that, but they
What
took
account did you
$400.
have?
We both had our cards linked to the rental, because when I was paying by the week, I was using my card.
So you do admit to the damage, and what about the $200 of deposit and the $100 for the amount you were paying her per week and you failed to pay one of them?
Okay, first of all, I never agreed to pay her $100 a week. If I couldn't afford insurance a day,
All right, what about the $200 for deposit?
I never, the $200 deposit goes to get in the rental. I gave her $200 in advance to get it for me.
All right, you say she didn't.
Your Honor, when we went.
Did she or not?
No.
Okay, so what is
Yes.
that you're going to give me?
Okay, so this is where she said she needed to extend it, and I told her it's $100 per week, and she said that she only have the $100 right now. This is also stating where she asked me to pay it, and I told her I couldn't because I just paid my credit cards.
Ask you to pay which one?
The month for the extra week for the car.
Got it. Okay.
So, and this is the $100 stating from where they took out of my account.
All right. What about the deposit? Any discussion of that?
Yes, it's also in there as well, where it states that you can see where she said I can get the deposit back if no damages happen to the vehicle, which damages did happen to the vehicle, and they took
Please,
that.
can you get the deposit? That deposit was for insurance, remember? Yeah.
me.
You'll get it back if nothing happens to the car.
But since something happened to the
I
car,
don't need to hear any more. The judgment is granted for $1,444. I read the text where she agreed to pay. The arrangements were as you stated, and she agreed to pay as stated, but she gave me a different story. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I still won't deal with her because I feel like she's still lying about it.
well, justice was served, and her too.